Hi there, Lauren Brooks here, and I am going to show you fabulous people today how to use our 3D Fiber Lash mascara. I have already done my full face of makeup. I have used our primer. I have used our BB cream in the shade Cream because I'm very fair. I have our touched pressed powder over that in Organza. And then our blusher in Sweet, and the mineral pigments on my eyes I've used Confident, and I think it's Confident in the crease, Curious on the brow line, and then Sexy on the inner corner of my eyes. And I've used one of our fabulous new precision pencil eyeliners in gosh, one of the browns. I should have said it near me. I can't remember. It's one of the darker browns though, and it's fabulous. It goes on so smoothly. I love it for quick daily wear. If I want it to be fancier, I would take one of our pigments and create an eyeliner out of that and apply it with a brush, which is awesome. But for just a quick on-the-go use, the pencil liners are phenomenal. So the mascara, it's in 2 tubes, which seems kind of intimidating, but I promise you, it's not. You'll notice I have it here in a glass of water. I'm getting towards the end of my mascara set. So one tip I will give customers who order this: when you start to run out of mascara, one of the best things you can do to get the most use out of it and, really get, bang for your buck is soak the tubes in a cup of hot water for a little bit right before you use them. It gets the fibers loosened up so they're not clumping on the end and you're really getting everything you need. So, it's a 2-part system and a 3-step process. That's how you're like, what? That's so much work. But I promise you, it's not. It's not. So bear with me for a second. So when you apply this, you can either apply a base coat of your regular mascara. If you look at my eyelashes, I do not have any regular mascara on right now. I do not do that step. Many women I know do not do that step, because the whole reason we're buying new mascara is to replace our mascara because it's not doing a good job. So you can skip that step. Some women like to do that step, and if you're gonna do that, that's great. It totally works. What I recommend getting is a cheap drugstore mascara. I know it sounds weird, but the cheap drugstore mascara works better as a base for our mascara than the fancier department store type ones. So if you get like a $5 Rimmel mascara, one that's designed for lengthening over volume, because we don't want clumps, we want length, and this will give plenty of volume. So go for a lengthening mascara if you're going to be using a regular mascara as a base. Otherwise, you don't have to do that step. That's important, okay? So the way I start is you have your 2 tubes. You have a transplanting gel that, oh shoot, definitely getting towards the end here. You have a transplanting gel. It looks like a regular mascara wand. And it kind of looks like mascara, but it's stickier than mascara because it holds on your fibers. And these are fibers. They're actually green tea fibers. Probably the most natural mascara you will ever use in your whole life. And it's pretty awesome for being a all natural mascara. So what I do is, instead of doing a base coat of regular mascara, I do a base coat of transplanting gel. Right? So here we are. And when we do our mascara, we do it one eye at a time. And if it looks like I'm going really slow at this, it's because I'm using my phone as a mirror. If I were using a regular mirror, I'd be much quicker. So know that. So I've done a base coat of my transplanting gel. I let it sit for a few seconds. And then I'm going to go ahead and we're applying. Uh-oh, I think I got it on my eyelid there. We are applying our base coat of gel. While this gel is still wet, that's a really important thing, I go in and I apply the fibers. I should have paid attention to the time I started talking about the mascara and then I let the fibers set for a second. Let's do it quick. This is just my one coat. See, and look at it compared to my regular eyelashes. That's a difference. After I let the fiber set for a second, I go back. This is a really important step. You go back with the gel. This third coat, This third step is what seals your fibers on for the day, right? Our mascara is not waterproof, but it is water resistant. However, if you want it to be water resistant, you have to apply that third coat, the second coat of gel, the third coat of stuff on your eyelashes. The reason why is because that seals the fibers on. It's what makes them stay there. So we do that. And I'm gonna I always go back and do a second little coat here of fibers for some added length, right? My poor mascara is running out. It's time for more. And there you have it. That is that. And if you're like, Lauren, I don't have time for this. For the record, I have done a speed application of this. I'm going slow and I'm talking during this one to kind of explain what's going on and why we're doing what we're doing. But if I'm just straight up applying and I'm not having to explain and I'm not talking about it, I can get both eyes done, 2 coats on each eye in 4 minutes or less. 4 minutes, y'all. We've all got 4 minutes. I've got 4 minutes, even with a 4-month-old yelling at me and a 2-year-old destroying my makeup. All right, so here we're gonna do the other eye. Again, just like the one before, we're doing our base coat of gel. Base coat of gel, letting it sit for a second. Right? And now we're gonna do our coat that is gonna hold the fibers on. Here we go. I like doing these videos because, man, I totally get it. It's weird. It feels weird to buy mascara or makeup or any of this stuff online because we're so used to being able to get it in a store and to be able to look at it. But honestly, I don't know, maybe it's just me. But when I'm in a makeup store like Sephora or wherever, I don't actually spend a lot of time touching the testers anyway. I might test the colors against my skin, against my wrist or whatever. But things like mascara, I don't really need to see a tester of that. Although with something like this, I would want to see it applied and in action. So here we go. It's really, I'm going to tell you some tips. It's a lot easier to do one eye at a time. When you're trying to do both eyes at a time, you run the risk of the gel drying up before you get your fibers on it. And if that happens, then you're going to find that your fibers are flaking a lot. And we don't want flaking. We don't want flaking. The good news is if they were to flake and get in your eye and whatever, it's not like you have to be worried about it being something tremendously harmful to you or your body, because it's just green tea fibers. It's like having some tea fall in your eye, which is like weird, right? But still, it's not like, I don't know, some sort of carcinogen. All right. So I think I'm gonna be good with that. Inevitably, every time I do this, I always have one eye that I like a lot better than the other. This is apparently no different. So yes, 3 steps, but each step is basically like applying mascara. And there we have it. Here we have our 3D Fiber Lash Mascara fully applied. 2 tubes, 3 steps. When you're in a rush, when you're not trying to talk about it and explain what you're doing each step and you're not trying to carefully show how to do it, it can be done in less than 5 minutes, both eyes. Good stuff. Some helpful tools a lash comb brush, a brow lash brush. The one Unique sells is pretty awesome. It's actually steel. A lot of these are plastic. This is some sort of nice, it's a very nice steel metal one. So it really gets in there and separates. So if you find, you know, that you are using it with a mascara underneath and you're starting to have some clumping and you don't like it, this is awesome. An awesome tool to have. Hot water, awesome for loosening fibers and gel whenever you feel like you're running out. That's it. If you would like to see other how-tos, for instance, how to do work with our pigments, they can apply wet or dry, or how to do some contouring with highlighting and contouring with our BB creams and powders, concealing powders, or anything else. Feel free to just leave it in the comments below and I'm happy to make a video for you. Let's go ahead and top off my makeup for the day really quickly we're gonna go with Luxe. Luxe is this very nice neutral color. I like to wear it whenever I have a bold, darker eye going on. Our lip glosses are hands down one of my favorites because they're not sticky, they're not yucky. I had a customer the other day just say, I really didn't believe you when you told me they weren't sticky. And now she has it and she's like, you are right, they are my favorite. So there we go. 3D Fiber Lash Mascara, there it is. Have a fabulous day.